friends, welcome back. I'm Elaine and I'm living with autoimmune disease. And today I thought I would introduce myself to you. Nah, you guys already know who I am, you're already here. But there are a lot of new faces here and a lot of new friends to the channel and in our community. And so I thought I would spend a little bit of time today introducing myself, who I am, and mostly about my diagnoses and the medications I take and the medications I've tried. And so you all know a little bit more about me and my journey. There is a super old video on my channel, like when I first started, that kind of goes over this, but it's really, really rough. So I'm thinking most of you all haven't really watched that, and that's okay. You don't need to watch that, I'll go over it now. All right, you all know that my name is Elaine, and you may have caught on that I am married to David. We have been married for 19 years. I know, big 2-0 next year. We live in Los Angeles County. We are fur parents. We have a cat. Her name is Wednesday. She's an adorable little black cat. We have no children. Unfortunately, autoimmune disease stole that from us. We have incredible nieces and nephews. I grew up in California. However, I went to school in Reno, Nevada. Go Wolfpack. Now, not Las Vegas, not UNLV, UNR. I just turned 47, so sometimes I will slip and still say I'm 46. I was diagnosed with seropositive rheumatoid arthritis in 2004, which means I have been formally a warrior for 15 years of autoimmune disease. However, my first chronic illness diagnosis came at the age of 20. It was bile salt malabsorption. If you want to know more about my story with bile salt malabsorption, there is a video on my channel that's more recent. It's titled "When My Small Intestine Tried to Kill Me," or "When I Nearly Starved to Death Because My Small Intestine Died." It's not clickbait, that's the truth. So I was diagnosed with RA 2004. About 5 or 6 years later, I was diagnosed with lupus. I turned both ANA positive and dsDNA positive. I had that in my blood. If you are a lupus warrior, you probably are familiar with those antibodies. At that time, I had a rheumatoid arthritis diagnosis with an overlap of lupus. In the medical world, in rheumatology, that is called rupus. So they treated me for lupus. In 2016, I got really sick and I was formally diagnosed with systemic sclerosis when I turned SCL70 positive. But the scleroderma warriors here will know that scleroderma is not a blood diagnosis alone. You have to meet a criteria for it. I met all that criteria in 2016 and was formally diagnosed with systemic sclerosis. So my formal diagnosis as it stands is a rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, and systemic sclerosis overlap. It is not mixed connective tissue disease. I do not have that antibody. I have separate blood antibodies for each illness. My current medications for my autoimmune disease, for the actual immune part of it, is Cellcept, Rituxan, SCIG, which is an immunoglobulin therapy, and daily prednisone. I of course take a whole lot of other medications for the different symptoms of each disease. So pain, GERD, Raynaud's, like all that stuff, I take medications for those, but I'm just talking about the immune function. Those are my immune suppressants that I am on. For rheumatoid arthritis, I have taken methotrexate, Remicade, Humira, Enbrel, Cimzia, Orencia, Actemra, Rituxan, Xeljanz, and Rinvoq. Hopefully I didn't miss any. For lupus, I have used methotrexate, Rituxan, and daily prednisone. For scleroderma, I have used Cellcept, methotrexate, Actemra, Rituxan, and SCIG. Hopefully I haven't forgotten anything, but those are all the medications I have tried and used. I've had some problems with anemia in the past, so I have done Injectafer for iron infusions. And obviously I've done joint injections for rheumatoid arthritis, so there's a lot of other things that treat things as well. But I thought I would just kind of go over my medications so that you guys know what I've taken, because I know sometimes people have questions about what I'm on currently or what I have used in the past. Now, the reason I have gone through so many rheumatoid arthritis medications is because I'm actually considered a refractory patient. That could be because of my overlap, and it does seem that when we get the rheumatoid arthritis in check, the overlap diseases kind of go crazy. And then when we get the overlap diseases in check, the rheumatoid arthritis kind of goes crazy. So when you fail so many medications, or like I like to say, when medications fail you, because you don't fail the medications, you are labeled a refractory patient, which means you are difficult to treat. I am a patient at a teaching hospital here in Los Angeles, and all of my specialists are at that location. They all work together on my care. My rheumatologist tends to be the quarterback and kind of oversees what everybody else is doing, and everybody else kind of reports back to him, and they all work together to figure out what's the best way to treat me and get me feeling better. I've had some eye issues that have been related to my autoimmune disease. I do have dry eye from my autoimmune diagnosis and use Restasis for that. But I did have to have a retina repair on my retina. So that's a little bit about me. I thought I would just reintroduce myself. Hopefully you all have a clearer idea of who I am, what my diagnoses are, what kind of medications I use. I'm so appreciative that you all are here, especially to our new friends that have just found my channel. And some people have been here for a really, really long time. They're like founding members of the channel. So I'm very appreciative to them too. I always love to see them pop up in the comments and say, hey, if you have any questions, either personal or about my medical life, leave me a comment down below. If I get enough questions, maybe I can do another question and answer kind of vlog. I think that maybe people like those because I like those. I love when the vloggers I watch do question and answer. So if you have any questions, leave me a comment down below. If you all are enjoying Vlogtober, give me a thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate that. It does help the channel. If you haven't yet subscribed and you would like to come along on this adventure, I'd love to have you. The more friends, the more better. Please hit the subscribe button. My adventure is sometimes fun, it is sometimes medical, but it is always an adventure. It's also absolutely free. It's not a membership. And honestly, if you watch this whole video and you're not subscribed, you should be subscribed because you made it this far. My last question is, does anybody else have anything they would like to see for Vlogtober? If you do, please leave me another comment down below and let me know what you would like to see. I would love to make some video and content that people want to watch, so let me know. I still need to do my fall decorations and my faves, so those are on my radar. They haven't fallen off, I promise. And until my next adventure, go have yours.